when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's talk for a second about Air Force. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
They booted away on fourth down. He's got it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He'll ride his man on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
There he goes! That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Trying to bull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Falcons will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Coffee. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling right and going deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 45 on his way. flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Quick toss. At the 35, he's open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. To the air on first down. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Breaks into the open. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He's in open space downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. We just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, what a move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he could run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Buys a little extra time. He turns it loose to the left. Makes a grab deep. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The run from the shotgun. Inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he fouled. Running room on that return, and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know,
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
and added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is really turning it on. Got enough for the first down. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Scanning the field, it's Reagan. The short hands, it's Walters. Gets away from one, finds room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a man miss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 26.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Clemson, 56. Air Force, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room, it's Coffee. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive...
And now the ball is free in the air. That's going to be a safety. Why in the world would you retreat to your end zone? Just a mind-numbing mistake.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walters. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 4-2 Spider. The give. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.